Last week, I had a cold. This week, I can record again. So when I had a cold, I couldn't smell or taste anything. My voice is still a little hoarse because there's stuff going on in my throat that hasn't quite loosened itself up yet. But I can still smell and taste whiskey. I've got some peated whiskeys this time. I've got some samples. This is from Donner Pass Whiskey. He sent me a Ledaig Sinclair Series Rioja Cask Finish, bottled at 46.3% alcohol by volume, non-chill filtered, and not colored. Thank you, Tim. No idea what this costs. I hope I got the right picture on the thumbnail. I'm going to give this a try. Ledaig Sinclair Series. Someone would pronounce it Ledaig, but I pronounce it Ledaig. Just because. I know Ledaig is probably the preferred way of pronouncing it. But when it comes to names of Scotch whiskies, you pronounce it as you can, and most people will be forgiving about that. They're not going to necessarily correct you unless it's really, really a terrible, terrible pronunciation that you used. This does smell good. I'm getting that beautiful, soft Ledaig peat smoke. And the finish is really coming through. The dark fruits and medium fruits, ripe orchard fruits, figs, dates, raisins, but sweet. It's a beautiful combination to get peat smoke and fruitiness. I always like it when I get a peated whiskey with a maturation in a sherry cask or a sherry cask finish. And that really makes my day. And this is in that league right away. I think just from the nose alone that the Rioja cask goes really well with the peat, the smoky peat. Kind of smoky. It's sweet now because of the Rioja cask. We're having a beautiful day of Indian summer today. One of the most beautiful days you can imagine. There's not a cloud in the sky anywhere. The sun is bright and piercing. The atmosphere is not hazy at all like it gets in summer. It is just clear blue sky everywhere. And so last week when it was colder and I was feeling chilly and runny nose and sneezing all over the place and coughing, I pulled the air conditioner out of the window. But maybe it's good. This way I can enjoy the fresh air coming through. I got a fan going on right by the door over there. But you don't care about that. What you care about is the whiskey, right? Right. The excuse is that this is the kind of whiskey that you would be drinking, when it starts to get stormy and cloudy and blustery out there. And I imagine that it might be doing that soon. This is just one of those exceptional Indian summer days that comes along between days of rain, at least in this particular climate of Victoria, BC. Oh, that is wonderful. I'm a big fan of Ledaig 10. I have a couple of other Ledaigs. One of them is, I think, an independent, and another one is an official bottling of Ledaig. It's a special release of some kind. But this one, this Rioja cask, Sinclair Series, nice, beautiful on the nose. Never seen this one in the shops, but down in California where Donner Pass Whiskey lives, they have some amazing stores. They've got Total Wine and they've got K&L and they've got a whole bunch of other stores that specialize in whiskey, the likes of which you'll never see around here. My best bet is to buy from Alberta, and I've done some of that lately. Now this smells amazing. I gotta taste it. Oh. We got big drops coming down. Trails of big drops. And yes, some legs too. This is a nice one. This is viscous. At 46.3%, it should be. It's interesting. I'm getting the peat smoke, but it is being covered up quite a bit by the sweet Rioja cask finish. For my taste, this might have been too long a cask finish, because on the palate, I'm not getting that much of the smoke. No. On the nose now, I'm getting less of the smoke. I guess it's very well integrated. I'm getting some oaky notes too. Some of that sweetness from the Rioja. Oak tannins, spiciness. This spiciness could in part be from the peat in the Ledaig, or partially from, they could have used European oak casks as well. So the European oak would give a spiciness to the whiskey. Curious. Oh, it's definitely good. I have not tried a Ledaig that I did not like. Most of them have been very likable and very, very nice. Most agreeable. And this one is no exception. Perfect little sample Sunday, which I'm recording on a Saturday. Because Friday a week ago I couldn't record any whiskey tasting videos, so I did some last night and I'm doing some this afternoon. Good thing I don't work until tomorrow night at 6, and it's only 4 in the afternoon on Saturday. This afternoon this evening I don't plan to do much. I just plan to enjoy a couple more samples. Yeah, that's a good idea. I tell you what though, this would be cloyingly sweet without the peat component to it. And I think the peat component, I think this whiskey overall is doing my congested throat some good. Well, I think so. It's nice. Sluncheva.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.